it's Nat here. It's that time of the week again, Friday book haul. So I didn't purchase any books today. I'm saving my money because my sister-in-law has invited me to go op shop shopping with her tomorrow as a treat for me, which is really lovely of her, and I can't wait. But in doing all the recycling, I grabbed a few things that I thought I would show you. So firstly, I've got some Better Homes and Gardens magazines, which I always get excited about because there's so many different things in there. There's crafts that I can use sometimes recipes that I like, and bits to cut out for my glue books and that. But yeah, even this one, I'd cut out the rows and use it. So, gardening bits and pieces, so I grabbed 2 of those. They also had a whole pile of cross-stitch magazines. I had a whole pile of beading ones too, but I didn't end up getting the beading ones. I didn't think they were as interesting. But with the cross-stitch ones, sometimes the pictures in them, like even these little ones, you could cut out and, you know, put a little frame around them or something, or just back them onto some cardstock and they'd make some nice little embellishments. I'm also always on the eye out for little patterns that might be handy in my journals. So, because I wouldn't mind adding cross stitches to my journals at times. So yeah, things like that though, you could cut out and use. Beautiful pictures. I might even use that one in the journal I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, grabbed a whole lot of those. There's a few different ones. I've got needlecraft ones as well. Have a good look at them. So like that in an insect themed journal. Even just if you find borders in that, that'd be alright to cross stitch and put around other pictures in that you might use. Still cross stitch ones and needlecraft ones. What they were, oh yeah. And then I grabbed a pile of these SA Garden ones. Sometimes these have beautiful pictures in them. Just take the rubber bands off. I've got some recipes there, but yeah, look at those gorgeous flowers. And like I've shown before, you can use your gesso on them just to get rid of a bit of the shine if you like. So some of them will be for my glue book, and some of the smaller ones I cut out and use for journaling cards and stuff. So they'll be nice to have a good look through. Ooh, purple. I love the colour purple, so a lot of purple flowers there. So yeah, it'll be good to go through them on rainy days like today. It's been foul weather here. We've had weather warnings for the last 2 days. It's very icy winds. Now, there were a whole lot of these books that, I don't know if they're Czechoslovakian or something that I'm not used to seeing. This looks like a sort of, I don't know if it's a dictionary or just a word dictionary. It is quite old, and I just find it very interesting, so I grabbed that one. It's a bit beaten up. Also, they were chucking out a whole heap of your Reader's Digests again. Now, there's 3 of these brown ones. I'm not sure how many of the covers I'll keep of these ones, because I have a box that's full of like different book covers ready to make into journals, and I have another box that's pretty well full of Reader's Digests. But I do go through them, and if it's a nice front page, which I don't really like this one because it's just like Reader's Digest print stuff, you know, I will go through and check, and if there's pages that I like that one, then I take them out. And you know, a lot of the time I'll keep some of these pages too because they're in good nick to make things with. So pictures like that. So I just grabbed them, thought I'll go through them and grab the pictures out and gut them, and yeah, decide whether I need any more of those covers. But they also had these ones. They're basically very similar, yeah, covers. But I do quite like the covers, so I probably keep like 1 or 2 of these for the covers. And again, I grab out this page because I love the colour and the paper, and then go through and see what pictures I might be interested in keeping. There's a few more interesting pictures in these ones than the brown ones. So have a look through those. There was this Machinists Ready reference for machinists, toolmakers, apprentices and designers. I can't remember if it has a 1990, but it has a lot of charts. And I love the page size in this. So, you know, you could even almost leave a lot of the pages on him and cover the cover and make a little like ring bound journal and take some of the pages out and just cover some of the pages. That might be an idea. And then they're a really good size and shape, these pages, to slip into journals or make cards with or whatever. But yeah, I do like all the tables in this. Probably use those. Now I've got 3 of these evergreen little magazines. I think they're from England or something. I grabbed like piles of these when I first started doing the recycling. And at first I didn't think much of them, but they have lovely poetry. I love the back page, always has like a nice seasonal poem. And I think I grabbed one of them for the autumn signature that I did. But they have lots of different bits and pieces in them that can be used. Vintage photos, even all these titles and that I love. So I've got stacks of bits that I've cut out of this sort of thing. Something about oxen there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a cool picture. One with fox and stuff. So oh, look at that. Beautiful. So they're going to be great to go through and see what I can scavenge. Now there's this circus child. I wasn't quite sure whether I wanted this one or not, but there's a couple of pictures in here I quite like for a circus themed journal. It is all black and white. It's a 1964 and it's sort of based around this girl in the circus, but it does have a few of the circus acts and that might be cool. Like that one. I really like that picture with the lion and tigers as well. There's this Masada, the Masada exhibition. Now a lot of it's like boring sort of photos, but at the front and back it had a whole heap of these advertisements. And they look quite interesting to use. And I think it's a late 60s book too. There's almost more advertisements than there are pages of whatever it's about. So, and again at the front I think they had similar. So there's a bit in there to use. There was this book on archaeology. It's an interesting shape. I love the little pictures here. I can't remember what date that was. 64 that one is. It's got a few neat pictures too. Some sort of Egyptian ones and that I could probably use. Like the mummies. Hieroglyphics. This is Galance. No idea what that's about. It's quite old though. This one's 48, so I'm pretty sure I got it just because it's old. The pages are in really good nick. The cover's not too bad, so it might even keep this one and alter it, do an altered book with it. Because yeah, the pages are quite nice. And I like doing altered books with your smaller old books. William of Germany. Another one that was quite old. I think this one was really old. It's pretty mucky at the front, but it's 1888. I rarely find ones that are before the 1900s, so yeah, really nice font, and yeah, the pages are good, so just for the age, I like this one. So I really love the first pages. I think they're beautiful. So I'll be able to scan that one. Now these two are, as I said, I think they're like Czechoslovakian or something like that. I'll have to look it up because I'm not sure. 68. It's like a teaching one. So that's got a bit of English in whatever language it is. But this one I think is written all in the other language, which is cool. So it's got beautiful colour page there. Oh yeah, nice picture too, that one. Lovely Indian sort of pictures. I'll definitely have to look up about this language. And so that one's quite interesting. And the cover's not in too bad a nick either. Now, another old one, The Final Hour. Probably just got this because it looked old as well. 1946. But yes, I love the old paper. This one, I love the colour of it. I don't know if you can quite see it on the camera, but it's very, it's brown around the edges. It's very dark. So that'll be really nice in my collages. This one I love. It is the Chilswell Book of English Poetry. Love the font on that. And 1925. So yeah, really love just the font in it mainly, and the poems. I do enjoy poetry, so I'm going to have a good read of this one. And if I find poems that I like for certain journals, then I'll use them for that. The Story of the Motor Car. It's a Ladybird Achievements book, whatever that means. This one's 62, but love the pictures. It's a really nice colour on them. Another shorthand book. This one's a bit newer, 2000. Doesn't look too new though when you open it up, so I'll cut these bits out and use them in the collages as well. A historical story of the changing of the guard. Some people like that sort of thing, but it's quite old, this as well. If I can get to the first page. It's so cold that my fingers are having a bit of trouble. But yeah, it's got the beautiful letters. Some nice vintage pictures. Doesn't seem to say how old it is. It doesn't say there, so. This magazine, Cosmos. Thought that'll have some nice pictures in for my glue book, I think. I'll have to have a look through it. I haven't seen this sort of magazine before, so to see what's in it. Big fly. That could probably go in a glue book page. It's nice with the dinosaurs. This one is, I think it's Hoff's. I don't think it's cut off a letter there. Hoff's Fairy Tales. They're different. The pages are really nice and thick though, which is great. And big. That's right, this one didn't have a date either, so I'll look this one up. It says it was printed in Romania, so that's a bit different. It has some like coloured pictures and stuff somewhere. It does have black and white. I'm sure I saw a coloured one in here somewhere. Maybe it was my imagination. Still lots of pictures to do something with. Yeah, wasn't my imagination. It's very different, but pretty cool. And it's in pretty good nick as well, so I reckon I can use all those pages. Then there was this, which I definitely would never buy, but it's Reader's Digest Do-It-Yourself manual. This is in really good nick, so I'm thinking possibly I can do like a gardening journal or a recipe journal in this for myself. It's a bit big to do for anyone else and try and post, but it is in such good nick, it'd be a shame to waste it. So, and then it's got all of these, which look quite old actually. Not sure if it says how old these are. Let's have a look. 78 by the looks. Yeah, 78. So that's old enough. But I thought for masculine themed journals, this sort of thing would be great. So, you know, you've got your two sides of magazines or whatever. That one's got a whole heap of colour pictures in it too, so... Alright, so it looks like there's two sides. Oh yeah, that one's techniques and this one is projects. And that one has all your coloured parts and flip outs. So actually that'd be quite handy, I reckon, for some journals. So yeah, I might do something like that. Use these in masculine themed journals. I might keep some of the cardboard bits and that for pages and templates to make myself a recipe journal or something with the folder. Over there I have, I think this is that language that I am not sure what it is as well, and it is actually a music book, a guitar book or something. It looks quite old. It's got a picture of a guitar. I think that came out of this book, unless they were separate sheets. But yeah, it must be a guitar. So that's pretty neat. And a whole lot of sheet music. Just realised I've moved my mat all the way over there. Alright. And this one, I think it's like my third or fourth one of these, but it was in the bin, so I grab it because I like the colour of the maps in these. They're a bit different because they're brown. And I love the pictures that you find along the way as well. There's like plants and animals. Try and find some of the good ones. That plant up there. I'm sure I showed that one last time as well. Desert wren. Grasshopper. So yeah, there's lots of little bits. That's a beautiful page. Really nice sized flowers there. The beauty of Tasmania. It's mainly just scenic pictures, but I reckon I might be able to make some nice envelopes with some of these, so I'll give it a go. That one's a bit glossy. I don't mind glossy for envelopes, especially for wraps and stuff. It's a nice waterfall one somewhere around here. There we go. Then there was this University English Dictionary Illustrated and World Atlas. And it does not say how old it is. Printed in Israel though, which is a bit different. But it does have the little pictures, illustrations here and there, which is great. It's nicely browned as well. And then at the back it does have like the atlas, which is nice and different having it in this matte paper as well, rather than your usual glossy blue and greens and stuff. And then my two favourites for the day were this one, the Treasure Book of Answers. I love that page. As you can see, it's been chewed up a whole lot at the bottom there, so not in the best nick. But it has some really cool, I'll start from the back because it's easier to turn the pages. It's pretty cool pictures. Try to make sure I am in camera. Got the trains. And look at the owl and the jellyfish. So yeah, there's a few great bits and pieces in that. There's cards, they're pretty cool. Must be like late 70s or something, this I reckon. And then this, which I've shown you I think last haul, a couple that were like this. So when I saw this in the recycling, I was like, get it out, because it has all of your adverts and the Coca-Cola one there. And vintage pictures. I don't know if you can see that little Coca-Cola one there as well. And it goes through the years. So these are 1925 ones. $1934. But yeah, heaps and heaps of ephemera. So that was it for me today. Yes, I'll have to go find somewhere to put them and then do my pile of dishes that I've been neglecting because I've been having too much fun doing other stuff. So I hope you're all doing well and looking after yourselves, and I will see you soon. See you later.